Her Majesty missed yesterday's Remembrance Sunday service at the cenotaph as she had sprained her back. Buckingham Palace had previously said that it was Her Majesty's firm intention to attend after taking time out from her duties to rest under doctor's advice. A statement confirmed she will continue to undertake light duties at Windsor Castle. Prime Minister Boris Johnson said in a press conference last night that he had met with the monarch earlier in the week and she is very well. The Queen, 95, was ordered to rest by doctors at the end of last month after spending a night in hospital. The Mirror's royal editor Russel told the Pod Save the Queen podcast that doctors had stepped in and said, "Listen, you're doing far too much." He added that the consensus was that she had been doing far too much of late. He said, "It's a double-edged sword. She'd wanted to get out and about after being released from the shackles of the coronavirus restrictions. And, I suppose on a more personal level, she's wanted to keep busy after losing Prince Philip and being able to get out and meet people. That's why we've seen her take on an extraordinary number of events." Mr. Myers said at rejigging and reevaluation of her diary should be expected. The Queen, he said, has realized that she has a busy schedule and should perhaps take it easy as she needs to be on top form ahead of her Platinum Jubilee next year. Prior to this year, the Queen had only ever missed 6 Remembrance Sunday services, 4 for royal tours and 2 because she was pregnant. Remembering the fallen is a very important part of Her Majesty's calendar, as head of the armed forces and as someone who has dedicated her entire life to service. Her trip to Sandringham last weekend was believed to have been part of her rest and recuperation period, while overseeing plans for the Christmas period too. She has invited the royal family to Sandringham this Christmas, with a far and wide guest list, according to Mr. Myers. Royal author Penny Junor told the Mirror that we may be entering a new phase with the monarchy. Discussing Her Majesty's absence at the cenotaph, she said, "It's not surprising, because she is 95 years old. We're so used to seeing her out and about and looking years younger than she is, that I think we've been lulled into thinking she can go on at this kind of pace forever. Clearly she can't. There comes a time in everybody's life when they have to admit that they are getting older and can't do the things that they perhaps want to do." Royal sources told The Telegraph last month that other royals will join Her Majesty on public visits in the future, to avoid letting the public down should she have another unfortunate health scare. Ms. Junor echoed this, and told the Mirror, "I think we will see more of her on video and probably less of her in the flesh. They should keep her warm and tucked up at home and not exposing herself to the possibility of infections." Joe Little, managing editor of Majesty magazine, told the newspaper there are similarities to when the Queen Mother reached a similar age and things got progressively more difficult. He said, "But the Queen Mother soldiered on and there is no reason to think the Queen won't, but this is a setback. Clearly there are mobility issues. Getting from Windsor with a sprained back and having to stand for 15 to 20 minutes at the cenotaph is not helpful for somebody of 95. He added that the Queen's diary will likely be scaled back until at least the end of the year. He said, "In terms of official engagements before the end of the year, I don't think we'll see her out and about doing anything officially, even if she recovers from the sprained back.